Hello and welcome to the Masquerade. I am your host, Phantom. And today we're going to be having an all-time scary reaction to the Bohag American Monster. Oh yes, a friend of mine who has a YouTube channel called All Time Scary is definitely killing it right now, and I want to show him some support by reacting to some of his videos, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. And you're gonna come along with me on this journey. All right, without further ado, let's dive on in. I like that.
Hidden across the United States of America are monsters that used to terrify, confuse, scare, kidnap, and devour our ancestors. Some call them legends. Some say they don't exist. But stories of their existence have been documented in all 50 states. These are American monsters. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis before?
Yes.
Apparently, it's very common in the United States. If not, consider yourself pretty lucky. It's a dreadful and terrifying experience.
Yes, it is, boy.
It happens when you least expect it. You fall asleep, but your mind is still awake. Sometimes your eyes will even still be open. In this weird state, you're temporarily unable to move or speak. Sometimes you'll feel a weight on your chest. You might even feel a sensation similar to being choked. Sometimes you'll hear breathing or words that you can barely make out. But the scariest aspect of sleep paralysis is when you see people or creatures. Sometimes just out of your visual range. Sometimes right in front of you. Sometimes they look right at you and stare right into your eyes while you try as hard as you can to scream or move or run away. Sleep.
Boy, this is creepy. It's getting to me there for a second. Get it together, fam. Get it together. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is good content right here. This is really good.
Sleep paralysis is filled with intense terror and dread. But once it's over, the fear tends to alleviate. You will more than likely wake up physically tired and emotionally drained. But worry not. The medical community has answers. They blame this on stress, sleep deprivation, jet lag, and even potentially panic disorders. The visual, auditory, and sensory experiences you went through are nothing more than hallucinations. The intense fear that you felt is non-life-threatening, but it can cause anxiety. Some will find those reasons satisfactory, while others might look for a different explanation. And there is one. The Bohag. A long time before the United States of America was founded, the old world held an explanation. Their explanation was the hag. In Europe, the hag's influence is still known to this day. Remember the witch in the Germanic fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel? She was a hag. The haunting tale of Baba Yaga? She was a hag. Even England had legends of a river hag who would hide in the water, covered in green pond scum, and if children got too close, she'd grab them with her long arms and drag them underneath. In Africa, the evolution of the hag took a terrifying turn. Stories and accounts of the hag were already scary, but in Africa, they grew to new and unsettling heights. The hags in Africa were considered more vampire-like. Many African communities called the hags the devil on your back. They'd come in the middle of the night and suck the blood from your body, or steal your children away to never be seen again. Sightings and reports of the hag can be found throughout the world, including Japan, China, and Thailand. But now we're going to travel to the home and the origin of the Bohag. Africans from various backgrounds were kidnapped and imprisoned together and shipped to South Carolina. These people formed a cohesive culture called Gullah. Even to this day, the descendants of African slaves brought to the Carolinas still exist, most of which still live in the low country region of South Carolina, specifically the Sea Islands. Gullah culture has persevered for hundreds of years despite war, disease, slavery, and natural disaster. The Buhag is regional to South Carolina, but has since spread to the surrounding areas of North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. This variation of the hag is a mythical creature in the folklore of Gullah culture. Some claim the Buhag is worse than the hag, but others say a hag is a hag. So what is the difference between the Buhag and the hag? Well, that comes down to the spiritual beliefs of the Gullah people. They believe everyone has a soul and a spirit. They believe that souls leave human bodies upon death, and if it's a good soul, it ascends to heaven. Meanwhile, the spirit of a person has a different function. A good spirit stays behind to watch over the deceased family, guiding and protecting them if needed. Think of this as a guardian angel, but a bad spirit, on the other hand, is a Buhag. The Buhag uses witchcraft to manipulate people and steal energy from the living while they sleep. Gullahs sometimes bid each other goodnight, saying, "Don't let the hag ride ya." So what does the Buhag look like? Well, there are two parts to this answer. One with skin, and one without. The Buhag during the day looks like any other person. Perhaps a little off, but it's pretty hard to tell. The only giveaway is that sometimes they give off a sulfur-like smell and a localized humid temperature. But in the south it's always humid, so it's the perfect place to hide unnoticed. But at night, the true horror of the Buhag is revealed when it peels off its used human skin and reveals its true form. They are skinless and bright red in color, with pulsing and bulging blue veins. To survive, the Buhag finds victims at night to sustain its energy, and if need be, it will steal a living person's skin and wear it like clothing so they can move among the living without suspicion. When night rolls around to feed, the Buhag will find a safe place to shed its skin, to go look for a victim to ride. If you're unfortunate enough to come across a Buhag, here's what happens. What doctors call sleep paralysis today is what the Buhag does to you. In the middle of the night, when you drift off to sleep, the Buhag sneaks into your home and absorbs your energy. This process leaves you paralyzed, terrified, and in a dreamlike state. When the Buhag enters your room, sometimes it stays out of sight, and sometimes it's only barely visible. But sometimes it crawls on top of you and stares right into your eyes. This is what the Gullah people mean by "don't let the hag ride ya." So what happens if you see it or fight back? Knowing it's there is terrifying and unsettling, but if you see it, you're met with this unparalleled dread. You can feel yourself screaming and crying out, but not a peep can escape your mouth. Whatever you do, don't fight back. If you do, it will steal your skin and pretend to be you. For all we know, someone you care about right now could be a hag, and you'd never know it. Of the few that have lived to tell the tale, apparently touching a Buhag is an awful experience. It's been described as feeling like warm, raw meat. Punch one, and your hand bounces back like rubber. So how do they get into your house, and what can you do to stop them? Buhags are unrivaled in their craftiness. They can get into your house through very small openings, a slightly open window, or even a crack in a wall. They'll contort and squish their fleshy body through. Once inside, they'll find a sleeping victim and steal their breath, or more specifically, their energy. The Buhag will ride its victim all night long, then sneak away before dawn to return to its skin, if it doesn't decide to steal your own. But there is some hope. If a Buhag can't get back to its skin before the sun comes up, it will be destroyed. Now these next few ways of defeating the Buhag may seem strange, but the Gullah people swear by them. Back in the day, powdered rifles near the bed could scare them away, because they hated the smell of gunpowder. But with modern weapons, I'm not sure that would work anymore. Another long-standing method of protection is having a straw broom or a brush left out. Apparently, they are extremely compulsive creatures. They can't seem to pass by a straw broom without counting every last strand. With enough strands on a brush or a broom, by the time they finish counting, they don't usually have enough time to get back to their skin before the sun comes up. One last method of defense is salt. A salted boohag can't easily get back into their skin. The salt dries them out and makes the process a huge ordeal. Although rumor has it that some boohags have wised up to these tactics, some can count really fast and instinctively avoid salt. So you might want to keep a few extra straw brooms and brushes around just in case. To summarize this all, what medical professionals call sleep paralysis, the old world called the hag, and in the deep south, they called it the boohag. Legends fade away as society turns away from the fears of the past. But those legends haven't disappeared. They still live and walk among us. The boohag is but one of thousands of American monsters. With so many more to reveal, we're just getting started.
What? This is a side story? What is this side story?
I remember seeing police tape guarding a staircase. And these stairs, where did they go? Someplace dark. How did that make you feel? Excited, but nervous, scared. Even.
Don't jump scare me.
Well, let's
Don't
go
you
down
do
these
it.
stairs.
Don't you do it.
I believe they represent a chapter of your life you won't allow yourself to relive. My job is to help you take the first step. Is that alright with you? I don't want to. Right. Something like this understandably takes time. But you have to realize you can't be hurt anymore. The past is just that. The past. Whatever happened has already happened. These feelings are residual. Old pains from an old wound. I feel it staring at me. Kyle, that doesn't make any sense. There ain't no one else here. Nobody's looking at you. The thing at the bottom of the stairs? What thing at the bottom of the stairs? The thing that told me where to find you. So it could get in your head too.
The boy is far too damaged. His mind cannot see. Clouded by judgment. Self-inflicted disease. But you are adaptable. You do as you please. They call you a doctor, one who helps those find peace. But I can see inside you. Your lies don't fool me. You are a monster, a reflection of me. Grab his case and follow, for you have what I need.
Oh, I have nothing to say about that last part. That was freaky. Excellent work. Excellent work. Oh, I feel the tingles down my spine. It's incredible. All time scary is one of the greatest channels I see coming in the future. It has got to be incredible, and I am just glad to be a part of it. Oh, that was absolutely amazing. Shout outs to All Time and all his different channels. He has a lot of different channels. I will try and link most of them in the description below. If I don't, it was because I fell asleep. Why? Why would I lie to you guys about it? I'm just saying. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. You know exactly where to find these people because I follow them. And you should follow them too. Follow them on Twitter. I mean, there's no really bad setback to following these people on Twitter other than you get incredible content like you get today. Oh. Ah, that was good shit. That was good. It's good. It's good. Anyway, thank you for coming to the Masquerade. I have been your host, Phantom. I don't know why I laugh every time I say my name. It just fills me with joy. And I will see you all in the next one, which for me is right now. For you guys will probably be tomorrow. See ya. Have some fun.